Hello, friends. Welcome to the Osaka. My name is Delale Frank, and this is News Daily, where I serve you with all the major trending news in the last few hours. So, in today's edition, we're going to talk about Micheal Essien. He has said some cool things about Nico Williams. Remember, Nico Williams is the brother of Inaki Williams. Nico Williams happens to be one of the two Ghanaians to ever win the Euros. We'll talk about what Micheal Essien said about him, and then we'll talk about Capito in the person of Andre Ayew. Andre Ayew did a conference or did a public lecture at the University of Ghana Department of Psychology with sports psychology students. He talked about himself, his life. I think this is one of the days that Andre Ayew really opened up and talked into details of who he is and other things about him. So today's video is going to be an interesting one as usual. If today is your first time, hit on the subscription button and let's build this community together. So let's start off with Nico Williams and Micheal Essien. So Nico Williams helped Spain to win, scored the first goal or the opening goal in the Euros, the just ended Euros that helped Spain to win. Spain were excellent, obviously, and I'm sure you know that they are the champions of the Euro 2024. But Micheal Essien was a pundit at Sporty TV. He did that project with Sporty TV throughout the Euros, and he said some few good things about Nico Williams. He said he was amazing as a young player, turning up in this big game, scoring for your country. What more can I say? He has been fantastic, obviously. I think if you look at Spain, Spain had a very all-rounded team, but Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal basically stood out in this competition. They were very excellent, and these are solid things that Micheal Essien said about Nico Williams. And another stat that you need to know is that Nico Williams is the second Ghanaian to ever win the Euros. When I say Ghanaian, I mean a player who has Ghanaian descent or who has Ghanaian blood in him to win the Euros. Kobe Menu also stood a chance, but obviously he didn't win. The first Ghanaian to ever do it, or the first player with Ghanaian descent to ever do it, is Marcel Desailly, who won it with France. And then Nico Williams happens to be the second Ghanaian to do that. His brother, they were all proud of him and what he's been able to achieve. I think he's a very special talent. Like, he's very good, very good, technically gifted, exceptionally brilliant. And to the family, the story of Nico Williams' parents and what they went through, and who the boys have been able to become, is quite incredible. The parents walked from Ghana. They were going to London, I believe. They understand that they were going to UK. They went through Spain and they got arrested in Spain, seeked asylum there, and they managed to change the life of their kids. Like, their story is quite incredible, and I'm always happy when I see them and what they've been able to achieve. Like, salute to them, salute to Spain, congratulations to Spain. I think we've been bringing you updates on all this and other conversation around the Euros. So the Euros is over. Copa America also ended with Argentina obviously winning in the extra time. Was a dramatic experience, because a lot of people have bought tickets, didn't get a chance to enter, like, Charlie. But I know that the World Cup will be different because the World Cup is organized by FIFA with the host country. I've been to the World Cup before. I work with FIFA at the World Cup as one of the international volunteers, so I know what FIFA, what goes into organizing FIFA competitions, and all these problems that the Copa America finals experienced. If you put me in charge of the stadium the stadium protocol, the match day protocol, based on the experience I've had with FIFA, I can easily manage this. So how much more people would experience that my boss that I worked under at the World Cup. So I know the next World Cup will not be a problem at all. Let's talk about Andre Ayew, Capito. So Andre Ayew was at the University of Ghana for a public lecture with the psychology students, and was like a great moment. Like, he opened up, discussed a lot of things about him, how he deal with pressure from the family, being the son of Abedi Pele, being young and being in the African Cup of Nations squad, how he deals with women, and then the famous captaincy issue, like how he deals with it. He said that anyone who is going to be the leader of the Black Stars team should be ready for that captaincy conversation, because it's a conversation that will always come. He will not be the first person and he will not be the last person to have that conversation. He said the captaincy of our country will always be a topic of debate sooner or later. The next one will come. The next one who comes will spark another debate. Like it's true, like because like there's Partey in the black. Partey is the assistant captain to Ayew. So imagine if Ayew is leaving, people will say, okay, Partey is there, but Jordan has always been there for long. Like when it comes to Ghana, like we are Ghana, and I think we love them things, like we love position, titles. So as a result of that, it always becomes a conversation. Sometimes it's not even the player, it's the people around the player who makes it a conversation, So Ayew said that, and I think he explained a lot of things in the public lecture. I don't know if you have been able to get a chance to watch the full public lecture. So what I'm going to do is I will leave the public lecture with at the end of this video so that you can get to watch some of the things he said. It was quite an eye-opener. He spoke about a lot of things in that video. So when you are done, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section. But until meet again, bye-bye for now.
6 years? About 6 years. So when you know that it's something sooner or later that is going to happen, so you just need to prepare yourself and learn from someone who was the captain, get the little guidelines, because any decision that was already supposed to be taken, you have the senior players who are there, you have the assistant, and you have the captain. So you're already in that group of leaders, and you keep taking bit by bit, and it's always an issue, That's why I say you have to know where you are in your society or the country you are, the mentality of your country, how people see things, how people understand things, which is very important. Today is like this, tomorrow is going to be like that. The captainship in our country will always be moving. A debate sooner or later. Yeah. The next one who is coming, it will be another debate. The next one who is coming in 10 years will be another debate. So that's how it is, and we need to, anybody who tomorrow is going to be the leader of our national team should be ready for that, because we can't take it away. So there are things we just need to learn from, prepared. It comes and we let it brush off like nothing.
Thank you very much. So we will take our seniors to the end, give the last opportunity.
Rich, the only thing I can say is that God has blessed me that I can eat, I have a roof, I can drive my car, I can take care of my children and my family. So for me,
so he's okay, eh? He's okay. All right, that's fine. Okay. But seriously, how are you managing your success? You've had a successful career, from strength to strength, from that 18-year-old to the mature Ayew, captaining the team. How have you managed the success and the fame that comes with it? Just briefly on that, and we move to the big one, which is the next slide we shared.
No problem. This is a big one. This is a big one. I think for any of you sitting here, I believe that most or a lot have plans, have ideas, have dreams which will be achieved, and fame can come to anyone. Huge success can come to anyone if it's well dealt with and well planned. But for my part, I think it came quickly. It came when I was not expecting it. As soon as I became professional at 18, everything started to jump, and I was jumping phases every time. So the fame arrived, and I had no other choice than to be able to deal with it and to be able to grow with it. That means you have to be careful in what you say, you have to be careful in what you do, you have to be careful who's around you. It was quite not easy, but the most important thing I say is your surrounding, your family, the people around you who can help you, stay focused and be low grounded.
Right, there's a question for you. Someone want to ask a question. Yes, Lovia, right?
To decide what we want to do for ourselves and in our lives. For me personally, I'm a Muslim, born Muslim from mother and father's side. So I grew up with those virtues, I grew up with those mentalities, I grew up learning the Quran. We have things that is part of us, or is part of the family. It's part things that our parents believe in, or our parents' parents, our grandfathers, etc. believed in. Is what? Respect, generosity, helping people, different ways, whether it's financial or mentorship or any ways, and that's been part of our lives, being part of our culture. Let's say that's how I put it. Being part of our culture, it's something we have, and it's always going to stay with us. When I say we, I'm talking about my whole family, from my dad Jordan, my mom, my big brother Ibrahim. Everyone. It's something that our dad put into us. That respect, generosity, follow your religion, what you believe in, and we've followed that, because I think that is part of the base. When I was saying, Doc, at the beginning, the foundation is part of it. You can't just go somewhere and you look back and you don't have any base to rely on, or what you believe in, or what your heart tells you to do. So no, this for me is very important. Going back home, it's not the first time, it's not the second time. We're not people who like to expose everything we do. That's, like I said, it's part of our family. When we do what we say, donations or whatever, it's not everything that has to be in the media, in the limelight, because it's not done for showcase. I think it's done with the heart, and to really help those who are in need. And respect for me is the most important thing. If you're a respectful person, you jump to the next level.